So we're on location at Shrine, fresh off of Sevyn Streeter's performance.
Man, yeah, I love performing at the Shrine. I had a really great time.
Okay.
I swear the Chicago audience is unlike any other. They were just live from the moment we started to the moment we ended. I just had such a great time with them, man, at the Shrine.
So in terms of preparation, what is your routine for when you put on a live show like here tonight?
You know what? I drink a lot of tea.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, I actually drink a shot of brown liquor. Who don't know that brown liquor actually it's good for your voice, along with beer, like the yeast in beer.
Okay.
It's really good for your voice. Everybody have their own little tricks, but it warms you up. But you know, I do that. I go run over things with my dancers, and you know, we say our quick little prayer, and we go out there, we have a good time.
Okay. So I think the last time I was interviewing you, you were at Columbia College. You had just released your new single, and you've got It Won't Stop with Chris Brown. Can you talk about the creative process and how that song evolved?
Man, you know, I say all the time, Nate tricked me with that song because I didn't even know that he had done a remix to it.
Okay.
We had the other version with just me, you know, before that. And then they played it for me one day, and they were just like, hey, listen to this new mix. And so I go to listen to it. I'm like, okay, kind of sounds like the same song.
Okay.
And then his voice came in, and I was like, oh, y'all think y'all funny, you know? So it took me back a little bit, and I was just very happy that, you know, he even wanted to get on one of my records because we did records together before, but it's different because it's my song, and he jumped on my record.
Right.
Great.
So you've got a new EP or LP coming out,
I
Call Me
do.
Crazy.
My new EP is called Call Me Crazy, and it's a 7-song EP that's just talking about, you know, the cycle of relationships and things that you go in it, because it's not always great, it's not always bad, it's just kind of ups and downs, and I called it Call Me Crazy for a reason. Call Me Crazy, but for a reason is because I just feel like a lot of times in relationships you go through it with your significant other, and you do want to call them crazy sometimes, like, oh my God, he's crazy, she's crazy, and you know, but there are reasons for people acting or what you would consider to be crazy. So they may feel like, call me crazy, but you know, you just lied to me about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or call me crazy, but you know, you just broke so many promises at this point. So when you listen to the EP, it's just all different kind of ups and downs and versions of Call Me Crazy. But
You know, when you mentioned that, some of my most passionate relationships have been with girls who probably had that crazy gene times 3. I mean, what's your perspective on when you fall in love? I mean, and that passion kicks in, and you may follow that path that you know may, at the end of the day, not be best for you with that crazy gene. I mean, can you live without it, or is it better to take the chance to live with it and see what happens?
To live with someone who has the crazy gene?
Right, because crazy may not always be, you know, catastrophic, but there's some things that the crazy has some appeal to it.
It does.
Makes you can really enjoy.
I think that everyone knows what you deep inside. You know what's right for you and who's right for you. You know what I mean? What's best for you. Now, whether or not we choose to pay attention to that little voice inside of us saying run,
Right,
or you know, it's completely up to the individual. But me personally, I think that, how do I put this? The kind of crazy, call me crazy, but I like a little bit of excitement. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
let's talk about that. I mean, how do you define a little bit of excitement for those who may? I mean, your level of excitement for most people may be really exciting, and then there's some levels of excitement for people that you may think may be completely boring. So when you mention that, what do you mean by that?
I think that you just I think first of all, I think before you get into a relationship, you really you have to learn yourself. You gotta know, you know what I mean? You gotta know, you have to really, really learn yourself. I think it's important to spend time alone before you decide to partner up with anybody else. And once you do, I think that you kind of get what you vibe with and what vibes with you. You know what I mean? You click with who you click with. Somebody you may consider that to be, or that person to be, I don't know. Somebody else's crazy may not be the crazy for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I think the better you know yourself, the better you'll know who you're supposed to be with.
All right. So I'm really proud of your success.
Thank you.
You had a singer you co-wrote with. Is it Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
It's like it's 110 million views on YouTube. I mean, so as a businesswoman, as a creative artist, how do you balance the two, and how does it keep you grounded in this industry as you doing your thing?
Thank you. You know, when I am home and I'm not on the road, I definitely take advantage of the time being home, and I just try to work and write as much as I can write, because I know that when I'm gone and on the road, I'm gone for a little minute. So I think that we just kind of we do it like that. You know, that's how I work. You know, when I'm out here, it's all about Sevyn the artist. You know what I mean? And when I'm back, in LA and I'm writing, I'm Sevyn the writer. So each one I definitely I dive into like wholeheartedly,
Okay, so it's fabulous seeing you again.
Thank you,
Hope to
man.
see
It's
you
great
continuing
seeing you
again in Chicago.
Great seeing you.
And if you ever need any support, you know how to reach E. Smith.
Yes, thank you, man.
Thanks so much.